Good morning, children. The exam will be commenced on the next week, isn't it? Yes, you got scheduled, I knew very well. Now I am telling you how to prepare for your exam. Got it, children? For your English exam, you can take only your content book and the classwork note. I hope that you all have completed synonyms, antonyms, frame sentences, answer the following in your classwork. Isn't it? If you have not completed, at least try to complete it within 2 days. Got it, children? Now you can take your English content book, read that first lesson, Finn McCool and the Giant's Causeway. Here you have to read each and every line. At least twice you have to read it. Got it, children? If you do not know the meaning of a stronger or determined or honeycomb, you have to learn it then and there. Got it, children? Similarly, you have to read this whole lesson. This part, everything should be read by yourself. Once you finished this, take your classwork, read the synonyms, antonyms, frame sentences. Let you write it by your own. You are studying 4th standard, so you write it by your own. Okay, answer the following. Try to memorize it. You will not get the same questions. It might be in the twisted way. Okay, that's why I ask you to read that whole content book. Got it, children? Yes, once you finished, you take this grammar part. This vocabulary also important. Replace the underlined words with the suitable words given below. Here answers already I had given you. Okay, similarly some other synonyms also ask you to write it. Got it, children? Yes, once you finished that grammar part. Here for first lesson, what are the nouns that you have it? Abstract nouns, concrete nouns, then countable nouns, uncountable nouns, then collective nouns. These are the nouns that you have it. So you have to prepare it. Okay, you can have all these nouns in your content book itself. You check it whether is there any simile in these sentences, is there any abstract nouns are there, like that you have to go through it. Got it, children? Yes, so far the worksheets I had given you, let you refer those worksheets also, or else you refer your content book and the classwork. That is more enough to write your exam. Got it, children? Yes. Then what is abstract noun? Abstract nouns are words for ideas or concepts. It doesn't use our 5 senses, that is touch, hearing, sight, taste, smell. Okay, what is concrete noun? Concrete nouns that we use our 5 senses, that is taste, smell, then what are the data? See, touch, smell, hear or taste. Everything is referred concrete noun. Concrete noun, what are the things that you can see, hear, smell, taste and touch? Abstract nouns that you cannot see, hear, smell, taste and touch, that we call it as abstract noun. That gives love, happiness, okay, our feelings, state of quality, feelings. Got it, children? Then what is countable nouns? The nouns that you can count it. Trees, how many trees that you can count it, isn't it? Here how many umbrellas are there, that also you can count it. Can you count a cream? No, we couldn't count cream. Can you count milk? No, we can say 1 liter. Okay, but we couldn't count milk. Each and everything you couldn't take it. Hair, health, all these things. So uncountable nouns we couldn't count it. It arises the questions how much. Countable nouns arises the question how many. Got it, children? Next, what is simile? Simile, there is a comparison between 2 things without using the words like or as, that you call it a simile. Got it, children? Let you write your own simile, or if it is given like this, you are supposed to write that same answer. Got it, children? So you should know all these things. As sick as a dog, as slippery as an eel. Similarly, you have to learn all these things. Got it, children? Yes, once you finished this grammar part, countable noun, concrete, abstract nouns, everything is finished. Then collective noun. Collective noun, that a collective noun is a special name for a group of people, animals or things take together, that we call it as collective noun. For example, a flock of sheep. a bouquet of flowers. That are how many number. A number of puppies means a litter of puppies. A collection of grapes, that we call it as a bunch of grapes. Here bunch, litter, bouquet, flock, these and all we call it as collective noun. So if you want to write the collective noun correctly means you have to learn lot and lots of collective nouns. Got it, children? Similarly, second lesson also you have to go through this whole chapter. Okay, you have to read it once or twice. Okay, once you finish the reading, you have to take synonyms, antonyms. You have to by heart those things. Then come to grammar part, articles. Here articles can be classified into two types, that is definite article and the indefinite article. Definite article the, indefinite article a and an. A can be used before the consonant sound and can be used before the vowel sound. Here indefinite articles we can use it before the countable nouns, okay, whether one or two, but it doesn't mention two and all. If it is one alone we can use a or an. It does not point out any particular person, place, animal or a thing. But definite article, it points out the particular person, place, animal or a thing. Then only you can use the. This the you can be used in the second time. If that any person or a animal it refers means you can use it for the second time by using the. If it is used with the nouns like earth, moon, sun, sky, you can use the. If it is in the superlative form you can use the. Then when we speak about musical instruments, all these things I have taught it before itself. If you have any doubts, let you revise those videos and write it. Got it, children? Then everything is given in your content book itself, so you have to refer it. Then apostrophe. Where do we use apostrophe? If it is in possession or in short form you can use apostrophe. If it is possession means if it is singular you can use apostrophe s. If it is plural you can use s after apostrophe. Got it, children? Then if it is in compound words, editor-in-chief's desk, no need to use apostrophe for each and every word. You can use apostrophe s at the end of this compound words. Got it, children? Then if things belongs to two person means you can use apostrophe s to the second noun. Okay, Rani and Tina's aunt. This aunt belongs to both, but you can use Rani and Tina's aunt. Got it, children? Yes. Then if it is plural noun, that plural noun doesn't take yes, but if it is possession means you can use apostrophe yes. Got it, children? Yes. So this is the thing that you have to learn it. Okay, once you finish the second lesson, go to the third lesson. Before that grammar that is a poem, that is this poem you have to take care of rhyming words, ease, fleece, head, bread. Okay, if they are asking you to write rhyming words means you write ease, fleece. Don't use comma. Ease, use hyphen and write a fleece. If you are not using hyphen then that is also mistake. So take care of it, my dears. Okay, ease, fleece, head, bread. Okay, head hyphen bread, dog hyphen log, like that you write rhyming words. Then if they are asking you to write a rhyme scheme means use small letter. I told you before, rhyme scheme always be small letter. So is fleece, a b b, then comma, just only one space bar. Okay, don't use two more space bar, only one space bar. If you had given two space bar means then your answer shows that is wrong in the Google form. Got it, children? Okay, then dog, log, food, put means that is a c d d, like that. Dog, log, c food, put, that is d d, c d d, comma. Then use only one hyphen, one space bar, then write it. Got it, children? Then is there any simile in this poem? Let you write that same sentence. Is there any personification? What is meant by personification? That we are giving human quality to the non-living things. That we call it as personification. Then simile already you learnt it, isn't it? So these things that you have to take part of your poem. Got it, children? Yes, similarly, third lesson also you have to read that whole lesson, then learn synonyms, antonyms, everything. Then come to grammar part, that is reflexive pronouns. We already have seen I refers myself, we, ourselves, you. If it is singular, yourself. If it is plural, yourselves. He, she, it means himself, herself, itself. They refers themselves. If it is plural, you can use VES, selves. If it is singular, use self. Got it, children? You had given too many answers during online live classes. Okay, anyhow you have to refer it. Then syllables as well as stress. Syllable is the sound of a vowel. Each word has at least one syllable. So if they ask you to write how many syllables are there, let you write 4 alone. Okay, if they had given you multiple choice, let you choose it. Got it, children? Stress, how to give stress for a nouns means that primary syllable you have to give it for nouns. If it is verb means you have to give the stress for, that is secondary syllable, that is the next syllable for verb. Got it, children? Okay, you have to refer all these things, then only you can write it for exam. All the best, children. I hope that you all understood. If you have any doubts, you can ask during live classes. Got it, children? Thank you.